closed down and then left and abandoned completely, and then they rediscovered Lost World by accident.
Yeah.
Which I thought,
That wasn't.
premise-wise, it works kind of okay.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. It needed a better.
Except that it's about a park, not just a random island with dinosaurs on it.
Well, that's
Clearly
the
they've done
second
it
park.
100 times before.
Which that was the second park. That's where they kept them.
Oh yeah.
But yes.
Oh yeah, it was the second park. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's what they stumbled upon by accident. So Jurassic World. Let's go back to this. So the sequel, that should have been the real sequel. The sequel to all sequels. So we had these irresponsible parents sending their 2 kids by themselves to Jurassic World. By themselves.
Oh yeah, the 2 kids. Yeah. Huh?
And then we never see these 2 parents again until the end. But they don't seem to be bothered. Their kids are in great danger.
Well, they're there to visit their auntie. In case you didn't catch that. Their aunt works there, so she's like a managery sort of boss woman. She's like the next level down from the owner.
Look, send more guys down here, or
what I want to see someone in the pot, one of those toilets like in the first one, and then T-Rex is coming in and eating them while they're on the crapper. Is there any scenes like that in Jurassic World that make you think, yes, that is a homage to Steven Spielberg?
Yeah. So do you want spoilers here, or?
Yeah, just crack on, because I'm guessing it's a film about dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, the good stuff is that you get pterodactyls, or maybe pteranodons, that get unleashed on a crowd of people, which is pretty epic.
Which is in the trailer, because they're all running away.
Yeah.
They're going through the entrance and stuff.
And you've got the new dinosaur, the one that's in the water, which is like an attraction, so which is pretty cool. It makes it feel like a real attraction. The hybrid thing that they made is pretty pointless, and all the stuff they talk about, it makes no sense. I mean, if you watch any YouTube video that dissects it, you'll see that it's pretty obvious. It's pretty rubbish.
So is the hybrid the main dinosaur of the film?
Huh?
Is the hybrid the main dinosaur? Like T-Rex was the main dinosaur in the first one.
So what do you want to know?
Is the hybrid the main dinosaur in the film?
Yes, he's the focus of the problem. You know, that what causes them to have to make a film about it. He's like they make the dinosaur, the hybrids. They've got him hidden away somewhere, even though they've made him to boost figures, to boost people coming to the park. But he seems to be hidden away. No one's even seen him, and he's like a full-grown adult now, which is kind of pointless. And yeah, spoiler, he's basically if you look at him, he's got loads of stuff going on apparently, like from loads of different dinosaurs, but he's basically just a T-Rex plus Velociraptor. That's it. And that's why he's intelligent, is because Velociraptors are intelligent. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But obviously it's an action film, so it's a film for the masses. So what really disappointed me about it was that they had this idea of genetics, but they totally missed the sort of nature versus nurture sort of discussion. The idea that genes only account for a certain amount, and other things are learned behaviours. And they could have done something clever with that and thought about that a bit more, but obviously they didn't, because it's a big budget film for the masses. But the bad thing about it is that there's a point where this dinosaur, right? This hybrid has grown up in isolation.
Yeah.
It's got Velociraptor genes, it's got T-Rex genes, but it's grown up all on its own, right? Then at one point, they're storming towards this this hybrid. Whatever his name is, the lead actor guy.
Chris Pratt.
And he's got his team behind him, and he's got Velociraptors on his team.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna
use
Velociraptors to kill this hybrid guy, yeah.
Why not?
But they get there. Bear in mind the Velociraptors have never met the hybrid before either.
Yeah.
And they get there and they talk to each other. So language is no longer like a learned behaviour. It's just like they all know how to talk to each other because they've got Velociraptor genes.
Yep.
And that was kind of stupid.
It
doesn't make sense.
Is it though?
Doesn't it? What?
It's like
bullshit.
two dogs of different species can bark to each other.
True, but the thing is they're basing it on intelligence, and intelligent language takes more to learn. You're talking about dog language and sort of cat language, it's more based on emotions. It's not an actual language that basically convinces them to turn around and fight.
I don't know anything.
I don't buy that one.
It could be that if they've got two species similar like ants, but you've got genetically modified ants and you've got normal ants, they could talk to each other in theory.
I suppose they could have heard. I suppose they could have heard the voice, the same sounds anyway, and thought, oh yeah, you're my species then. Okay, you're just a giant surgeon. I mean, what would have made more sense is the fact that the Velociraptors sort of follow an alpha, so they're like pack animals in a way.
Yes.
It would have made more sense if they just met the bigger beast and just sided with it. I think that would have made
more rampage. The film would have been even more epic, and they would have destroyed.
You wouldn't have needed. Yeah, you wouldn't need this stupid language talking and business going on. But then again, that would mean that once they got the Velociraptors back on their side, which happens near the end, by the way, then nearer the end, then they probably wouldn't have attacked him. Again, they would have just sided with the bigger beast every time. And the star of the show... Sorry, what?
Yeah, the star of the show.
The star of the show. You want to know about the star of the show?
Vicky Vale on Playlock, the god of water. This image
star
is used by many of Vale's more fluid fighters.
Movie.
Jeff Goldblum.
No.
He's the
It's one of the dinosaurs.
T-Rex.
One of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Yes,
no one messes with T-Rex, let's be honest, right?
Exactly.
Because even in the
though they're hybrid.
3. No, number 3 they found a dinosaur that was even bigger and badder than the T-Rex.
They did?
Yeah. And so the T-Rex obviously this time around came back as a little nod to Steven Spielberg's original. Was there any scenes like in the first one where there's so much peril you actually felt like the T-Rex or the dinosaur is right next to the car, it's going to break in, or the whole coach is collapsing?
There's no scene identical to like those scenes, but it is scary. It is that sort of mix of a horror movie and a kids dinosaur movie, just like the first one, which is really cool. And it's quite cool to see people watching, taking their little kids to see a 12A movie, and then the kids sitting there, no, I'm not scared, I'm fine. You've just traumatized me watching this film, but let's go home now. And it's sort of a mix of the first movie and the sort of the idea of the later movies where you got the business people trying to take advantage of the situation. So it's kind of like the first 2 movies, I think. Quite cool.
So brilliant. So you're saying an average film? Because we haven't seen dinosaurs in so long, that's what made it exciting.
Yeah. And of course the funny thing is that just around Jurassic Park was being released, the first one, they decided that dinosaurs probably had feathers. And then we've got obviously 23 years, 22 years
23, yeah.
And obviously the Jurassic Park dinosaurs still don't have feathers, obviously. Cause no one wants dinosaurs to have feathers because they look cooler when they're lizards. So.
Exactly. So visually stunning compared to the previous ones. I guess because technology has advanced so much. They look amazing.
Yeah. Piss poor story, but it's fine.
They did the best with what they could.
Well, they did what they needed to do to please a mass audience. I don't know. I think 60% of the world probably don't want any story. They just want action.
I want to see dinosaurs,
yeah. Yeah. And you know, that's the way you should go in watching a film. Just not expect a story, just expect... Yeah, it's good, nice representation of what Jurassic Park would have looked like if it got going. Pretty cool stuff.
Minus Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
He should have been in there.
I don't know.
And what would have been good is if he turned into the fly at the end of the film, and then he could have fought with the new evolved dinosaur. That would have been a great idea.
No. Or he could have been the sequel, he could have been the next film. You know, right at the end, they genetically modify him into the fly.
Turn him back into the fly.
And right there, you've got a sequel and a brand new reboot of the fly. You've got everything that everyone wants.
That's the way forward. Why not put all those films together into one? And that could be the dawn of the Flyman.
The
Fly. Yeah. Just like,
they could just put two superheroes together in one film. Just like, for no reason. I don't know, just throw Batman and throw Superman together.
Why not?
Get them to fight. Why not? We want to see them fight. Everyone always arguing over which one's better. And which one would win in a fight. Just, you know, make a film about it. Of course I'm joking because I would never do that because that's ridiculous.
Maybe they should have had Alien in there as well. In Jurassic World. No, Predator.
No.
Predator taking out the dinosaurs.
Oh, a new version of Alien versus Predator where a Predator plays Ripley and the alien bursts out of a Predator instead.
Well, that's what happens in Alien vs Predator at the end of the film, where you have the hybrid alien Predator. Now, that's what you need. You need a Predator alien who goes after all the trophies, and obviously the new trophy is the new super modified dinosaur that he's never got a trophy of. He can come down, and then he finds Jeff Goldblum, obviously the enemy of my enemy, it's my best friend, and the two of them team together. It writes itself.
Yeah. Yeah, they start off as enemies. Yeah, new idea here, brand new idea. They start off as enemies, but then they become friends to fight his common foe.
Brilliant. So yeah, so great film.
I just made this film. We need to copyright this film. Actually, no, don't copyright it. Let someone steal it so it gets made. Carry on.
Well, so that was Jurassic World. We
that
give
was
it
Jurassic World.
We give it a average 3 out of 5 or 5 out of 10, or slightly above average.
Yeah, I'd give it 4 out of 5, or maybe, yeah, I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. 7. Not for being a gripping good film, but just for delivering a bit more than the others did. So,
brilliant. So the sequel that should have really been.
Yeah, sequel that they should have done in the first place, but it had to wait till Reboot 2 and really use new technology. So it's basically made their lives easier. But yeah.
Well, so that's our review of Jurassic World.
That was Jurassic World. Let's try not to add any more. Okay, that's Jurassic World.
Finished.
That was Jurassic World. What else did